everyone. Thank you so much for joining the webinar. We welcome you all, future global leaders at Career Universe,
Hello,
with our
hi,
knowledge
good
partner,
evening.
Podar Business School,
How are
Jaipur,
you?
an innovative and our most emerging best B school. Career Universe is a committed portal to help you to choose your career in various fields with availability of resources like finance, eligibility, interest, future growth, etc. Think beyond IIMs. Check your FIT, finance, interest, tech, or trend. Be like the flowing water. Hi, this is Shiksha from Career Universe, and for any further details, please visit careeruniverse.in. Today, I take the privilege to welcome both our two great experts, who are with us, who will guide us about what, if not IIMs, which helps you to decide your future goals in life and how to prioritize your plan of action. Yes, today's topic will give you the direction. If not IIMs, then what you should take. So, by starting, I'll initially start with introducing our guest of the day, Dr. Pankaj Singh, Assistant Director, Office of Career Services in OP Jindal Global University, J, JGU, Haryana. A doctorate of management and MBA himself carries over 2 decades of rich experience in academics, training, and education industry, career guidance, and personality development. Holds the record of cracking CAT with 99 percentile and published 5 national and international papers in high impact journals. And we also welcome Dr. Devendra Kumar Arora, Eminent IIM's Kolkata, Certified Leadership Coach, IIM Ahmedabad, working with Podar Business School, Jaipur. Happy to welcome both of you, sir. Over to you, Mr. Pankaj, sir. Can you please introduce yourself once and, we can take it forward after that?
Well, section you already introduced yourself. You introduced mine. No introduction is required. Important is the theme and the purpose why we are here gathered.
Mm-hmm.
Though what
Absolutely.
I tell you in a small, though I tell you in a small journey of mine, uh,
Sure.
keeping CAT aspirant was a turning point in my life when I joined Career Launchers English core faculty of CAT and PDP trainer. Say around 2020, year 2000, when I joined Career Launcher as English core faculty of CAT and PTP trainer, and that was a transit phase of my life, right? And therefore, I got drastic in changeover, teaching aspirants, which are likely to go for, IIMs and other B schools. So I tell you about my entire journey and plus, and about the current topic today. So see, there are total three types of the people lives in this entire world. The first, the host will always watch the thing is how is happening, and the second type of people are those who always see what happened, and the third who believes to do work actually, and those who work for themselves, and they do not raise question, they do not look at things, and they believe in doing things, and that is what actually is the need of an hour, and your demands must with new thinking, new acceleration, and new momentum to ensure growth and get success. So be ready to stretch your mind and test your limits. IIMS is not the end of the world, right? Lot many things are there which you can explore if you are targeting for IIMS. Beyond that, there is a opportunity, and we'll talk about that only for in today's session. Hope I'm sounding fine. The voice is all absolutely okay from both the sides.
Absolutely, absolutely, sir. Thank you so much for a brief introduction. And also, I'm sure that this webinar of ours will help many of those management learners to actually decide what exactly they can do if not, they're not selected in IIMs. So, sir, I
Right.
would like to start by asking my first question, that what are the reasons students are not selected by IIMs?
Okay. See, the answer to the question, I'm trying to give you answer to this question in a very precise manner. uh, IIMs, look for some creative students. Actually, they do not only look for those students which are into fantasy of doing IIM for the sake of doing IIMs. No, actually, if you are likely to do your MBA, and that too from IIMs, they want to know the exact reason. If you go to abroad for doing an MBA, they ask for a statement of purpose. To write a statement of purpose to make them understood what and how this will help you to meet your future. objectives.
Mhm.
So that's the case with this also. So once you appear for the interview, they look upon your background in 10th, how much you scored, 12th, how much you scored, when did you first mind to start preparing for MBA test prep, and then do you have any experience or not, and what kind of critical thinking poses analytical views on something. An interview plays somewhere a very important role, as well as your writing skills, which is called WAT, writing ability test, right? And in total, in 30 minute, 3,300 words you're supposed to write in a very, very comprehensive way, and a short and creative way, so that they can understand your ideas and behind your thoughts, okay, how you actually look at things. So there are multiple reasons. There are multiple reasons. The one important reason is that if you are not very much sure about your career objective, uh, if they are asking something and you are answering differently than what you have been asked, then that would not make them feel convinced. Like example, I'm just giving you one example. Once I was in CAT, when I was teaching CAT students, there were three students who got 100 or 100 percentile across country, and they all three were chosen to bring on board to appear for the interview, for make others understood how it actually moves on about mocks interviews and all. So the first candidate who was used to appear, he was from JNU. He was from JNU, and he was the editor in chief. And the time when he's appeared, and he was trying to show that he knows everything, right? And you won't believe, he was a beta candidate, and we had asked so many questions, and he answered all the questions cut to cut, back to back. Even we had questions from MTech level, and he that too answered very confidently to us. So, but his attitude was, not suitable to meet our standards. So such candidate couldn't fit in with some, finest universities of the world, but not to IIMs, right? So attitude and plays somewhat very important role. Your integrity, in short, I must say, integrity, right? Your attitude and integrity, and you would surprise to know, your attitude is the only word in entire advanced Oxford which will give you a sum of total 100 out of 100. One is attitude, and second word is called discipline. It's not about your knowledge background. It's not about your cats. It's not about your percentage. Yes, that's also fulfill in some ways an important role, but most importantly, your overall integrity, right? So what question has been asked, you must understand first and then answer it very confined an answer. You should prepare to meet their objectives. Like it seems to appear that you are from Upadrivi Gotra. See how you answer this question. Can you please clarify yourself? Can you please justify yourself? Can you please give one bad thing? Can you tell any 10 obnoxious things about your personality, right? These questions sounds indifferently than normal questions. Tell me about yourself. It's a very generic question. But what if someone asked in a very indifferent way, so that you feel bit fizzy to answer to meet the reasonable answer. So the one is integrity, second is understanding of question is important, and your writing skills somewhere plays a very important role, and most importantly above all is, are you serious, are you concerned? If you genuinely are concerned, so you must know the absolute reason, because no answer is complete without why. So all biggest word battle fight in between these two words, why and why not, right? So if you understood that, so it will be easier for you to crack it. Yes, Shiksha.
Okay, great, great, sir. I'm sure, everyone would have been very clear about, what are the reasons and for not getting selected. And you rightly said that attitude is very important for everyone in the world. It is not about just I am, but in the real world itself, attitude really means a lot, be it in professional world or in education field, both.
Correct.
So thank you so much, sir. It was really, a very, very nice answer wherein, all our students would have understood for sure that, what are the reasons that they did not get selected by IIMs. Now, sir, when we talk about not IIM, then, sir, what would be the other options for those students, who, like, what options can they see further?
See, Shika, answer to the question is like, see, I what tell you, IIM is not the end of the world. A lot many other, institutions are also paying, good attention to the student, which are likely to be a standard aspirant for doing some reason, and you must know the reason why are you doing it. Are you going to upgrade for getting some, promotion, or you are upgrading yourself to get some good employability or some, corporate connects, or what actually the reason behind it? So if you talk about, my colleague would answer about ROI and a return on investment. okay, how much you would pay this thing. A lot of other institutions are doing great these days. Like if you talk about MDI Gurgaon, you talk about Ford, you talk about UBS Chandigarh, you talk about IMT Ghaziabad, you talk about other institutions. Like you know every institution is because unless you are not clear about your goal, you won't be fitted with any of these things. So if you wanted to get explore something, you need to first expose yourself, right? And if not IIM, so many other institutions are there. Are you surprised to know one fact? I'm telling you, in the entire world, thing would catch up your question and answer. Entire world total are 6.7 billion world people. I live this in total 210 plus number of countries. And you're surprised to know only 3% people are having the goal into the mindset, right? And these in 3% also 2.56% actually get it to what actually they look for. And and this particular statistics has come from Yale University, Japan, which is fifth best oldest university of the world. And that in 3%, 2.56% get it actually what they look for. So most important thing is to first understand about the goal. And there are many good institutions which are offering management programs for studied aspirant, but only when you are honestly prepared for this, honestly you are looking forward to get the those opportunities in hand.
Absolutely, sir. I totally agree with that point. And one thing which you rightly said is ROI, return on investment, which is very important for nowadays students as well, because I believe they have, they understand that what exactly, ROI is, and they look for it because, there are many students who actually see many of the institutions regarding this part as well, like the ROI part. So, sir, I would also like to ask Mr. Devendra Arora one question. Sir, what is economical education and ROI for management learners? If you can please emphasize on it.
I think,
Is it this one?
Dr. Pankaj, I was listening you very carefully. So really, you give your wonderful thought on the selected and non-selected student for this. So I think if you want to contribute in this question, it is highly good for me. It's a return on investment for the management learners. Sir,
Well, Dr. Saab, see, return on investment part is something I'm telling you about my whole experience in past 23 years, what actually explored.
yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes. There was some technical glitch from my side. Sorry for this problem.
Yes,
See,
sir.
what I personally believe that if recently I had one training session for General Lakshmi Financial Limited for 100 employees for Aptech Bombay. And all the employees were good of experience, say 2 years, 3 years, 4 years experience, but none of them were, MBA qualified. And it was asked from the headquarter that now onward they'll recruit only those two people, those who are MBAs, because it's a now financial bank, it's a financial unit. Earlier it was at a smaller level, now it is scale up and upgraded at the financial bank. So everyone should be an MBA. So they were the employees who were actually doing MBA for sake to meet the qualification. So one is this. And in that regard, it is not important to waste money and time unnecessarily to because they are already experienced people. They know how to work. They know about their functionality. They know about their in and out everything. They only want the qualification of MBA. So that is what is their goal. And the another aspirant, if you are sincerely, someone is looking to go ahead, and if he or she cannot do IIMs and cannot do his, qualify the CAT from IIMs. So lot many good institutions are there, and from there also you can, make your good opportunity in hand. But only when your goal should be precisely understood, and you pay less, but you should have some good and experience in hand from the industry and corporate, and that you can utilize to meet with future insightfulness. So if you will explore some good handful of experience from the industry and corporate, and you pay some less amount of say budget of 10 lakhs approximately, budget of 8 to 10 lakhs, you invest in you're doing your MBA, because none of the IIMs these days are offering lesser than 21 and 21 to 25 का bracket लगता है, approx 25 to 21 to 25. Total 21 IIMs and number of seats are 5100. And for SC, ST, and OBC quota, approx 1500 seats are reserved. Remaining, for people, they offer 1.5, approximately 3 times, just not double than the actual number of seats they offer to the position. And it's very hard because these days, it is just doubled than what the number of seats are required. So if you talk about, I just specify to this thing in very precise way. Total number of this MBA aspirants, 2.5 lakhs, and number of institutions, if you see against that, it's mushroomed like anything. But if not IIM, I would suggest you should look under those 100 institutions which are not come under these 21, but they are actually offering you good uh, equivalent, or say uh, giving you good sharing partners, right? So but you should not go beyond that, because for first 50 and the next 50, these are only should be your target. So, well, to 21 is the IIMs, and the remaining another 50 institutions we can target for doing our MBA.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for such a wonderful answer. Because I'm sure everyone in this world, like right now, all the management learners must understand the reasons, and also why ROI is important, and also to set their goals right. That's what you have specified, that they should set their goals right. So I thank you. Thanks to both our guests, Dr. Devendra Arora, Dr. Pankaj Kumar Singh, sir. Thank you very much. And I'm sure with all these, qualities, and with all the things which you have shared with us, I'm sure that all our management learners will learn that they have to set their goals first. They have to take it very seriously. If they have to do something in their life and to achieve something, they have to be very serious and have a right attitude.
And
Shikha,
Harsh,
sorry to intervene. If you just give me this spare another 5 minutes to speak something.
yeah,
Absolutely, sir. Please,
Well,
please.
well, Shikha, I wanted to tell you about a little brief on that I given, but not much. And I wanted to tell because there's an opportunity, is really somewhere or other going to meet, hundred and thousand of his students in the future. Uh,
Definitely.
I tell you, see, I'm a person who come from a school background. I was the academic coordinator in one of the CBSE boarding school, and I got an opportunity to teach CAT aspirant. Was really a brilliant time, and I had not much, concerned about it, and I started. And really, what felt, which I wanted to tell about, are these buddy aspirants. What I felt, everybody should have some, big aspirations, big dreams, and if you start chase with those dreams, automatically you feel a lot of, you met lot obstacles. You get to know about where do you stand, and where you should reach out, and what is the plasmodesmata between this, what you are and what you become, the gap between, right? And everyone should do something bigger than what actually they are. So आपको एक बड़ा टारगेट करके लेके चलना चाहिए. One should be in between and one should be the least one or the worst one, कि ये नहीं हुआ तो ये तो हो ही जाएगा for sure, right? और I tell you, आज के डेट में no more industry, is looking for managers. People are looking for leaders, those who are good in decisive decisions, right? And they are quick in answering questions, good with presentation, and most importantly, above all, is the communication skill. You would be surprised to know that LinkedIn has researched 2016. In 2016, they have researched which particular skill is the most important skill in around the globe, and they found that key communication skill stood above all. Right. So communication is something different than English. I'm not talking about English. I'm talking about communication. If you're good at that, you can speak Hindi as well as English and the third, fourth, fifth language, and in more, so first, I mean, very swiftly and openly, you can, what coming in your head, you can speak up from your mouth. So most importantly, these two skills are required because जो चीजें बनती है उसको बेचने वाला कोई चाहिए. Sales, marketing, publicity, branding, promotion, advertisements are different than each other. जो चीजें बनती हैं वो बिकती भी हैं, और बेचने के लिए दुनिया का सबसे डिफिकल्ट काम है चीजों को सेल आउट करना. और हमने एक दिमाग में एक बैठा लिया है कि सेल्स तो हमें जिंदगी में कभी करना नहीं है, मार्केटिंग हमें करनी नहीं है ना। हम तो चाहते हैं हम फाइनेंस के हैं तो फाइनेंस। आप बताइए मेरे को एनी, यू जस्ट टेल मी द नेम ऑफ एनी टेक्नो टेक्निकल कंपनी और नॉन टेक्निकल कंपनी, प्राइवेट और पब्लिक, which are not selling things, right? So if you are good at that, so you must do MBA. And MBA are the people, who look actually, visible in a crowd of 1,000 people. वो इंडिफरेंट हो जाते हैं, और कभी आज तक कोई स्लो डाउन नहीं आया, स्पेशली फॉर मार्केटिंग स्टूडेंट्स का कोई स्लो डाउन नहीं आया। तो आपको यदि इसमें आप आ रहे हो तो आप थोड़ा सा अपनी ब्रिलियंसी को समझो, अपनी क्रिएटिविटी को समझो आप। और ट्रस्ट मी फ्रेंड्स, कि मैंने जब पहली बार कैट दिया था, जब फर्स्ट टाइम मैंने कैट दिया था, तो मैं हमारे हमारे एवरी फैकल्टी है सपोज टू सिट एवरी ईयर टू राइट फॉर कैट। और मेरा फर्स्ट टाइम स्कोर 97.56 आया था। और हम लोग बहुत डरे हुए थे, क्योंकि ऐसा लग रहा था कि नहीं, बच्चों को जिनको पढ़ाते हैं उनके बीच में हमारा स्कोर कार्ड पब्लिश होगा पब्लिकली, राइट। और फिर सेकंड टाइम में 97.56, लास्ट टाइम जब मैंने थर्ड अटेम्प्ट में दिया तो 99.02% मेरा आया। और जब बिकॉज कोई आप पर मेकिंग इज अ काइंड ऑफ एन आर्ट्स, नो मोर सब्जेक्ट ऑफ इंटेलिजेंस, ये बात समझनी होगी आपको। कैट एक एटीट्यूड है, कैट एक जस्ट नॉट एग्जामिनेशन। और आप कैट के बियॉन्ड यदि आप जाएं तो आप पाएंगे लॉट ऑफ गुड इंस्टीट्यूशंस आर देयर विच आर रियली वर्किंग हार्ड टू मीट स्टूडेंट्स एस्पिरेशंस। लेकिन उसके लिए आपको पहले खुद मेंटली प्रिपेयर्ड होना पड़ेगा, कम्युनिकेशन पे काम करना पड़ेगा, और माइंडसेट बनाना पड़ेगा कि यदि आई एम के वो किस आई एम मेरा नहीं हुआ तो व्हाट नेक्स्ट। यदि मुझे खुद यदि करना होता, राइट, तो मैं डेफिनेटली कुछ वर्कआउट करता, रिसर्च करता, प्रोसेस होता। उसके बाद जैसे आईबीए बैंगलोर को ले लो आप, राइट, या जैसे एग्जांपल जिप गोवा को ले लो आप, राइट, या फॉर एग्जांपल आप एग्जांपल इन वन ऑफ द इंस्टीट्यूशन फॉर्म करे लॉन्चर, जिसका नाम है वी स्कूल, है ना, वी बिजनेस स्कूल एंड ऑल, राइट। दे आर डूइंग गुड, अच्छा कर रहे हैं वो लोग, क्योंकि वो देखो आप कि हाउ मच अमाउंट ऑफ मनी यू पेड एंड व्हाट एक्चुअली यू आर गेटिंग अगेंस्ट, राइट। 2 साल का आपने एमबीए किया, कितना पैसा आपने दिया और कितना वहां से आपको मिला, फर्स्ट आपका प्लेसमेंट कितने का हुआ, राइट। तो दैट गैप एक्चुअली फिर उसके बाद आपका इंडस्ट्री एक्सपीरियंस होता है, इंडस्ट्री एक्सपीरियंस के बाद देन यू कैन do things differently. But most above all is कि is your what is your objective, आपका ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है। हम लोग बैठते हैं जब ग्रुप ग्रुप डिस्कशंस होता है, आपको पता होगा एसपी जैन के बारे में। एसपी जैन डू नॉट कंडक्ट एनी ग्रुप डिस्कशन, ऑल दे गो फॉर 3 राउंड्स ऑफ ग्रुप इंटरव्यूज, राइट। पहले वाले में लोग ग्रुप में बुलाते हैं, सेकंड में उसको फिर स्क्रूटनी करके दे आस्क फॉर 4-5 पीपल टू कम, एंड एट लास्ट 1-to-1, राइट। बट इंटरव्यू समथिंग की शादी बाद में होगी, लेकिन बट इंटरव्यू समथिंग विच विल यू हैव टू फेस। और जब जो चीज करनी है तो राइज एंड शाइन करने के लिए यू हैव टू इफ डू समथिंग, तो मेकअप है ना, मेकअप योर माइंड फर्स्ट, राइट, बिफोर टू स्टार्ट प्रिपरेशन ऑफ समथिंग, यू नीड प्रिपेयर्डनेस ऑफ माइंड। लॉट ऑफ मोटिवेशन इज रिक्वायर्ड, नॉट नॉलेज बेस्ड, ट्रस्ट मी। 10th एंड 12th स्टैंडर्ड की चीजें आती हैं, आप सबको पता है। और किसी भी आप बिजनेस स्कूल में चले जाइए, वर्ल्ड वाइड किसी बिजनेस स्कूल में चले जाइए, वहां पे प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग एटीट्यूड होना चाहिए, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग एटीट्यूड, राइट। और उन्होंने बोल दिया आपको एटीट्यूड एक समथिंग इज विच यू कैन नॉट, नो वन कैन टीच यू, विच कम्स फ्रॉम इनसाइड आउट, वो अंदर से चीज आती है, राइट। और वो समझ में आता है हाउ टू वर्क, हाउ टू पर्टिकुलरली एक्ट इन डिफरेंट सिचुएशंस। That is called situational leadership is at most important thing. Situational leadership is very very important thing, right. And before to move ahead, I wanted to say in short, rise above the time it is space, pass by the world and be true at your own self, make your own creative world. MBA is not the end, it's just the start, है ना, it's not the end, it's just the beginning. आपका एस्पिरेशंस वैसे ही होने चाहिए, लेकिन उसके बाद आप देखो कितना पैसा कितना लग रहा है। पर 23 lakhs के आसपास का वहाँ इन्वेस्टमेंट है, और फिर मिल कितना रहा है। आज भी 5% ऐसे स्टूडेंट होते हैं इन एम्स में, वी डू नॉट लव टू गो फॉर एनी प्लेसमेंट्स, दे स्टार्ट देयर ओन एंड समथिंग लाइक दैट, राइट। तो कुल मिला करके आपके ऑब्जेक्टिव्स यदि क्लियर हैं तो नो वेयर इज द एंड, है ना, एवरीवेयर यू फाइंड गुड अपॉर्चुनिटी टू स्टार्ट विद। बट आपको प्रोसेस देखना चाहिए कि वो इंस्टीट्यूशन कितना पुराना है, वो फीस क्या ले रहा है, उसका बॉटम लाइन प्लेसमेंट कितना है, मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट बॉटम लाइन उसका प्लेसमेंट क्या है, राइट। और पीजीडीएम और एमबीए का डिफरेंस आपको पता होना चाहिए, पीजीपी, पीजीडीएम, और आपका जो कन्वेक्शनल एक जो है प्रोग्राम विच इज एमबीए, उसका डिफरेंस आपको पता होना चाहिए। बेसिक यदि आप ये सब सारी चीजों पे रिसर्च कर लेते हैं तो आई एम श्योर यू आर गोइंग टू वर्थ, है ना, योर डिग्री। एंड डिग्री इज जस्ट नॉट अ क्वालिफिकेशन, बिकॉज कॉन्फिडेंस matters, qualification does not matters, because your confidence does. So these such small things, because all things we cannot combine in a single talk here, but a really wonderful opportunity from Dr. Roraji, who come up with this forum to speak with you wonderful audience, and I'm sure this would benefit to meet your answers.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you so much for this wonderful, experience of yours and the views which you have shared with us. I believe the conclusion is that we should aspire to be leaders and not followers. Let us lead the world, and that's how our management learners would do after listening to such a motivational, words from your side. I really thank you so much, sir, for being a part of our webinar. And for all the people who have attended this webinar, thank you so much, everyone.